That's not my mouse. That's my mouse. There we go. So, I love that we did our lighthouses in, like, different worlds this time. You did yours in Sulani. Mm-hmm. I did mine in Tartosa.
Tartosa was one of the options because exactly of that. Because that, how do you call it? That lot is really pretty.
This lot is perfect, and I'm actually copying that lighthouse in the background there. So I'm trying to match my lighthouse to the lighthouse over on that other peninsula, that little island there. But my lighthouse is going to be repurposed on the inside. So I've gone for like a classic old stone lighthouse building on this island on the exterior, but on the interior, it's going to be all modern, redone, nice and fancy.
No creepy rules.
No creepy rules. Nope, I went in a different direction. I decided to make this a vacation lot.
Ooh.
So this is a vacation rental.
Yeah.
And I more or less stuck to the theme of the world. So this is perfect. This was designed with like what's the word I'm looking for? Not engagement. Honeymoon, yeah. This is a honeymoon rental.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it's going to be pretty romantic inside. I'm going to play with the terrain because I did not want the like, walk up to the house to be that much, but I did want the height for the lighthouse. Also, because I wanted it to look nice, I didn't use ladders to get up the tower.
Yeah, that's fair.
I used actual stairs. This was a pain.
Oh, yeah, you put them in, like, because I wanted to do something like that.
Yeah.
But then I realized, you know what, I'm not going to do that to myself.
Yeah,
and
that
I'm
was
proud
a
of
good
you
idea.
for doing it, because, yep, this is a pain.
Yeah, well, and right here, I'm gonna try and make like a
landing,
kind of like an opening in the floor so you can see up through the tower. That does not work.
No.
That is just not the way the game is programmed.
No.
But I did use kind of a cheat workaround to do it anyways. I used the crystal clear piece, the floor window from Island Living.
Oh.
Yeah. So we'll get a view of that.
That is brilliant.
Or later, and it is.
Because
nice.
I always want to do that. I like to have the landing, but if you're doing that with multiple floors, it gets tricky.
It does.
But I'm gonna steal that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah, I've used that before when I want to do like skylights and stuff like that. I love that piece. We could have more of those, Sims team. If you want to give us more skylight-like fixtures, that'd be great.
Or just, make it so that we can do a landing.
Yeah, or like a single tile version of that crystal clear piece would be amazing.
That would be great. Oh, it's pink.
It is pink.
I love pink.
I know, it's funny. I feel like so many of the builds that I've done for this channel so far have been very pink, even though I don't normally build in that much pink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is fair. Did I add, did you add something that lights up in your lighthouse?
Oh, of course.
I don't remember if I did that.
I did.
I'm very good at the aesthetic. I'm not great at the detail.
Which is fine.
Very fine.
Different types of builds.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I always want my lighthouse to light up.
Oh, yeah.
And I even picked the standing lamp that's like a kind of vertical fluorescent bulb. because it looks like a vertical fluorescent bulb. And if you go into the tops of lighthouses, generally they did have these like massive, long bulbs and then mirrors.
And before light bulbs, how did they do it? Was it just lanterns?
Lanterns and mirrors. The mirrors are very instrumental to this, yeah. Yeah, of course, use those super romantic windows from the Dream Wedding pack.
I just call it the wedding pack.
I do too, and now I've forgotten the name.
Yeah. I don't remember.
My Wedding Stories.
My Wedding Stories. I don't remember most of the names of the packs. It's the wedding pack, the werewolf pack, the vampire pack. Strangerville is easy because it's...
That's true. So what else would you call it? The military conspiracy pack?
The ACAB pack?
The ACAB pack. I mean, I could go for that.
Strangerville... Strangerville is not the best pack. It's not one that I would buy today, but it's one that I don't regret buying because the windows and the doors are my favorite. I would still get it for the windows and the doors.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't have it, and I'm not looking to get it.
No, you don't need it.
Yeah.
For your style of build. It's like it's more of that Victorian
which
build.
I love.
Yeah.
But we've got enough of it in other places in the game that I don't need Strangerville.
Where do they get like something with like stained glass?
Stained glass we've gotten from Get Together. We got one stained glass window that goes with the set of windows from
Realms of Magic.
That's not the one I was thinking of, but Realms of Magic also has stained glass. I was thinking of the Growing Together pack.
That's true. Now we have more of those.
Yep. Even the windows and doors that we got with this pack, I mean, can be used for that Victorian style because they got the iron bars on the window.
Yeah.
And we've got iron bars for other things now too. So, yeah, no, we've got good Victorian selection, I feel like.
But those are still prettier.
No, they are. They are very pretty.
Yeah.
I admit that.
But yeah, no, like gameplay also really fun to play once.
You don't even do gameplay.
I did a bit of that one. My computer at the time could not handle it, so I couldn't finish. I wish I had, because it looked really fun. And it has that, again, with going back to the horror, is like that sci-fi horror element.
Yeah.
CJ's looking at me like, why did you do that to me, Amanda? To be fair, it is lighthouses and the army. Of course, it's gonna be horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I just put in this little like built-in shelf behind the bathtub.
You know what they should do? Half-tile platforms.
Yeah.
Game-changing.
I wish. Platforms in The Sims 3 were like a build asset that you like put down. It was like a stage. Which was not great. I prefer platforms in The Sims 4.
For sure. Ooh, here we go.
Yeah. So yeah,
Look
that's where
at
I
that.
put those down. So now you can see through. And then on the very top floor, I did put a little like leisure area. But at the bottom, this is where the bedroom is. Isn't that romantic?
Unexpected. I want to see where this is going. Because
I think I did well.
No, I love the way that it's framed.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's a frame bed framed by the stairs. Would have not thought of doing that, but I like it.
Yeah.
But definitely, I can see where the honeymoon aspect comes from.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and so, like, my color palette's going to be very plain. There's not going to be a lot of decoration or personality here. It is going to be pretty simple, because the idea is you're going to be either at the beach or in the bedroom.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it looks really, like, sweet.
Yeah. Very pink.
Yeah.
Very, like, two wives. Two femmes.
I did want it to be a little bit more
Sapphic.
feminine.
Yeah.
Not sapphic necessarily, just feminine.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like honeymoons often are going to be more set up to, like, fit in with the wedding album pictures, you know? So
Yeah.
you're going to stick to those safe, like, floral wedding colors just so that you don't accidentally interrupt any bridezilla's perfectly,
Yeah.
perfectly curated wedding album with pictures of the honeymoon suite, and it's like dark purple. No.
Oh, with the double table.
With the double table, with the seasons,
Still a
couch
great
set.
item. Yeah.
Still an excellent item.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Seasons is one of the packs that really aged well.
Yes.
And
I would say it's, like, one of the packs that is still almost necessary. Like, it's like cats and dogs,
For sure,
right?
yeah.
If you
it's
don't
an
have
aspect
this
of the game that's still,
DLC, you are missing out on gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's good gameplay, we should add.
Yeah.
Because
It's not like missing out on the Strangerville gameplay where
No.
it's like, oh no,
I
I
was,
didn't discover the...
conspiracy.
Whatever the military conspiracy is.
It's a giant plant.
Yeah.
It was very silly.
Yeah, the weird plant monster
But
thing.
it has like some great creepy moments in Strangerville. Oh, the petals.
Yeah.
Who's gonna clean that up?
Nobody. That's the glory of The Sims.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't... this is the one part of this that isn't, like, nice, is this little, like, attic lounge space. This I did try and make a little bit more cozy, and it is very attic-y still, so, got the left-behind luggage, quote-unquote, stuffed up in the attic. But of course, in gameplay,
with the maid outfit,
that's the costume box for fun woohoo time. Put a little desk up there, no computer, but if you bring your laptop, you can work from home on your honeymoon.
Some people would.
Some people would.
I would divorce them.
I would
immediately, unless they're like, I just need to check this email.
Or like the only surgeon in the world
yeah,
who knows how to
like
do a
something,
certain procedure or something.
Something like I scheduled this meeting before I scheduled the honeymoon, and there is no way that I can not have it. Like, we can, there's some leeway, but I would divorce the person if they were there more than once.
Yeah.
It's just like, no. Discuss with me first all the flooring.
Yes.
Yeah. And I am living for the pink.
Mm-hmm. I knew you were gonna like this one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But what you were saying about the Strangerville, the thing that I was thinking of wasn't even the Strangerville, was more even the wedding pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need the wedding pack.
You don't.
Yeah, my wedding stories. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's less broken than it was when it first came out, so you can actually play with it.
I remember.
The items, the build items, the cast items, gorgeous.
Worth it for the
world's
build,
nice, but it's not like super special.
I like the world.
I love
it's one of the worlds that I say it is worth getting the pack for. Not everywhere is that good. Yeah. But like werewolves is one that I like the items. The world is like take it or leave it.
Yeah. For me, the best thing about Moonwood Mill is that you can relegate the werewolves to it. Mm-hmm. Sorry, segregation. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wow,
I'm sorry. I don't want to play with them. I wanted the build items and the cast items so badly, but I really didn't want the werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
And I would play in Moonwood Mill all the time if there were no werewolves there. If I could choose another world to gate the werewolves into, I'm so sorry, then I would.
Somehow, we are talking about horror a lot this build, and like CJ hates everything about horror.
I do.
And I did not expect you to hate werewolves that much.
Yeah.
Is there any like supernatural creature that you like?
Story-wise, I was always a vampire kid.
Yeah.
And I love playing with spellcasters. In fact, I like playing with the mermaids. Like, probably the least selling feature of the Island Living Pack.
Was the mermaids.
I really like the mermaids, though. I wish they had a skill tree. That is a fair criticism.
But that
But
it was the
it's fun.
first pack with a creature, right? I think.
I think vampires was first.
Oh, okay, yeah. But that was a game pack.
Yes.
Yeah, like the mermaids could have a skill tree.
Yeah. But they tried to put a lot into that pack. I remember when Island Living got announced and people were like, wow, we're getting a lot here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They still complained about the counters.
Oh, yes.
Because the counters didn't have a matching end piece. That was added later. It's the tiny things.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yep. But I think we're getting
No, I
pretty close to the end of this one. I'm just putting colors on the walls. I think we're pretty much done otherwise. I love that tile.
That tile is gorgeous.
Yep. Yeah, went with a nice gray on the walls, made it a little bit more neutral.
The Bridezilla doesn't like the purple.
Yeah, stuck a keyboard in there so that you can serenade your new spouse.
Sure, let's justify.
Hey, that makes sense. And
It
also
does.
the keyboards work as a radio. So
Oh, really?
yes.
Oh, okay.
You can set the keyboards to autoplay so they work as a radio.
Nice.
Oh, and then just a few little bits and bobs to make it look like, decorated.
Mhm.
Had to put a bottle of wine on the counter.
Of course.
Had to.
I like this.
Yeah.
It's like it's very modern, very much an opposite of mine. Like
Yeah.
with that creepy and old man living there being haunted by his demons. And you come in with like pretty pink
Newlyweds.
in love.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice little... Oh, yeah.
Had to put, because it reminds me of Gomez and Morticia.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, I didn't put it. I put the mirror instead. Oops.
The mirror works best.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, for sure.
And that one's so romantic. That's
It
still
is.
a good item. That one is a mirror that has aged well.
Mm-hmm. It has, for sure. Beautiful
Yep. A few last
little things.
details in the kitchen. And then that should be it. I think this is the last item. Boom.
As you can see, I defaulted to a safe place when it comes to me. I defaulted to horror.
Yup.
I wanted to make a lighthouse in The Sims forever. And I decided that I was going to do it with round pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have the round pieces. But for me to get to the point where it worked, it took some trial and error,
Mm-hmm.
as you can imagine.
Yeah.
I was stubborn. I wanted to do it. I think I started this recording over and over many times because I couldn't figure out how to make this work.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't going to be a big build, and it's not a lot of landscaping. But
Yeah, most of this lot's water, right?
this lot is basically all water, and
Yeah.
it was going to be in the middle of the water. I wanted a bathroom separate from the house, so it's an outhouse that I made myself because that one is too big. And what I really want is, in the future, The Sims should give us a 4-tile bathroom instead of like an outhouse that is 4 tiles.
Aren't we getting one with that new
There is
event?
there's as of recording, the new event has been announced, and it seems that we have an outhouse that is smaller,
Yeah.
which is one of the reasons I want to play that event.
Yeah.
But right now, I didn't have one. So I started making my own, and I hope it looks very run down. Like, I think that was actually the easiest part of the build, was this little bathroom. This whole build, if I'm not mistaken, is off the grid.
That makes sense.
Which limits the choice of light.
Yes.
But for this it worked because this is supposed to be run down.
Yeah,
because
well, and I
it's
like how you
not-
put the lantern on top of the toilet.
Yeah, so everything here is supposed to be old. This has been passed on from one caretaker to the next. CJ doesn't know this because CJ does not do horror.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a genre of creepypasta that has become popular in recent years. I don't know if it's still popular. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it's creepy rules.
Okay.
Creepy rules. Okay, so it's basically I've started a new job and there are weird rules, and it's always something like whatever you do, don't open the door if someone knocks.
Oh, okay.
If you hear the voice of your mother, do not go to the door. Like things, I love that kind of thing, because it's one thing if in a horror story you're driving and you see a ghost in the reflection.
Mm-hmm.
It's another if you're driving and someone says, whatever you do, don't look at your rear view mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah. CJ's eyes are just like glazing over because he does not get horror. And horror is my favorite genre. One of. So what I'm doing here is just trying to make this as creepy as possible,
Okay.
while still making it look like it could function as an actual lighthouse. We're gonna turn on the lights in a little bit. I know it's dark right now because I wanted to build it in the dark.
I mean, to be
effects.
fair,
Yeah,
Sulani in the dark is amazingly beautiful.
it is amazingly beautiful, but I don't want it to be beautiful. I want it to be creepy. I want people to have nightmares. But anyway, here it is in the light. So yeah, we're going with darker woods. I'm gonna make some changes to the bathroom in a minute. But basically, the idea here is that this has been passed on from caretaker to caretaker. It hasn't been updated in forever. It is isolated. You go a little bit mad coming to this place. And I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna wait for CJ to ask me, Amanda, how do they make it to the building?
Amanda, how did they make it to the building?
Oh, that
Is it by boat?
I think that technically I should have added a stair somewhere
Mm-hmm.
that I might have forgotten. But it doesn't matter.
They can get there by boat.
They can get there by boat. No, that the idea is like there's a fake boat on the outside. I think that they swim to it. Like the Sims would have to swim to it. Oh, well, if you download it from the gallery, you're gonna figure it out.
Download it from the gallery, put it in Sulani, and then put one of the outriggers there.
Yeah.
We have boats
There we go.
that actually work.
Yeah, for sure. That
Put a
will
sea-doo
work.
there.
And you can make it all the way up. There's nothing in the lighthouse. It's only there for aesthetic. The rocks here, I always say this, there's something very relaxing about adding rocks with the tool mod. Just, so nice. Something that I find extremely annoying is decorating under platforms, and at least the tool mod makes it easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the point here is making everything look very old, but then I thought I could use one of these rocks for just a little bit of decoration. It's not going to be playable because I don't think the Sims can get to that rock, but just for decor, I'm gonna add like some plants and like a planter box to it.
Oh,
and
okay. Like a little garden island.
like a little garden. Yeah, so
Cute.
the idea here, those boats are impossible. It took forever to get them right. Anyway, the idea here is that you have a place for the lighthouse, a place for the bathroom, and then this is where the person goes to just do a little fishing, do their laundry. You know, it's a nice little space.
That's cute, yeah.
Yeah. This is something that drives me crazy. It's those windows that don't have shutters. Because I think that's my personal nightmare. It's living in a place without shutters. This is what?
You must hate my apartment. My windows.
I hate your apartment because it's a ground floor and you don't lock your doors. Would anybody like to murder CJ today? Because he makes it very easy.
I mean, first you have to get into the building.
Oh, it's so difficult to get inside your building.
It's not that easy.
Isn't it, though?
We have people try and break in pretty regularly.
Oh, that's so good, CJ. Thank you for telling me this. I feel so much better that you live on the ground floor without closing your door.
I did say try. They don't get in.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point.
I am shaking my head.
They
This
don't
boy
get
is
in.
white. Just so you guys know. This boy
Obviously.
is white.
Also, when I'm in my apartment, I lock the door.
Yeah.
It's only when I'm not there that you can easily just walk in and take,
Hide under the bed.
yeah, you can, well,
In
you'd
the
have to
shower.
move things from under the bed. You'd have to, like, get rid of some of my dirty laundry and
I don't even take out the
books.
trash without locking my door. And I'm not on a ground floor.
I locked my door to come here.
You're what?
I locked my door to come here.
That is good. That is good. That is more than I expected of you, not gonna lie. But yeah. Anyway. If you want to go to CJ's murder house, he's here now. Okay, back to the build. This is a diagonal build.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to decorate.
Mm-hmm.
It's off the grid. So I started thinking, who is the person that lives here? It's definitely an old man. This is gonna mean nothing to you, but Willem Dafoe in The Lighthouse, which is a horror movie with Robert Pattinson. Pattinson, thank you. I don't know. I never watched Twilight.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
But he did play Batman.
He did play Batman. I haven't seen his.
I haven't either.
He's done it, like, he was excellent in The Lighthouse, which you are not going to watch.
No.
But that is the vibe. It's this creepy, haunted place, diagonals everywhere, minimum furniture that has been passed down from caretaker to caretaker because the caretakers keep disappearing under mysterious circumstances. They don't follow the rules. And everything is off the grid. Now I'm gonna go through Amanda Too Muchness and make my own little cover for the toilet. Like, how do you call that?
Oh, like a
Privacy wall?
yeah.
Yeah, because there is no door, which was a choice by me. But using the tool mod, okay, I can English. The tool mod, I just made several little pieces and used them to make that privacy wall, just to give it more of that rustic feel, which I didn't feel I was getting with just the regular walls.
I mean, I liked the regular wall, but this does look cool.
Yeah. I like the regular, like, now that I've had weeks to sit with it and I'm watching it for the first time in weeks, it makes sense. Like, it worked, but I still wanted it to be more of a, like, someone
Thrown
came in.
together.
Yeah, it was thrown together from, like,
Hackneyed,
pieces of wood you caught in the water, like floating on the water. So that was, the greenery in this is going to be there because I can't help myself. I need to put plants on everything. But I wanted it to be more like dark green, water plants mostly. That lantern is very pretty. It's not supposed to be very pretty, but it's The Sims. I do what I can.
Yeah. And that's one of the cheaper lanterns, too. So.
Yeah. You have a desk, but no computer, no technology. The dinner table is one table, one chair. Mm-hmm. That's what we have. This person is isolated and is in danger all the time. Mm. I don't know from what. I think I did make this like a haunted place. Like one of the challenges, I think.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But yeah, it's just...
Did you make any of those rules?
I didn't. But... Well, now I do want to make some. You know, like never leave the house. Because I kind of want to talk about horror, but you hate horror. And like everything I say, it's going to make no sense to you.
Yeah.
Which I should have thought about before making a horror build. But in my defense, I really like how this came out.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's very cool.
It is cool. It is very, very cool. The lighthouse is very often a motif in horror stories.
Yeah.
Like, I listen to the No Sleep podcast regularly, and there have been more than one horror stories that take place in lighthouses, some of which also have the creepy rules kind of thing. And it's usually, like someone is going to knock on your door and it's going to sound like your dead wife. Like, it's not your dead wife. You cannot open the door.
Yeah.
If you open the door and they're not there, you have like 5 minutes to, I don't know, catch and kill a fish. Something very silly. Not silly. But yeah, like
the old school chain emails that we used to get. Send this to...
I miss those. I used to creep my friends out all the time, sending those at midnight.
Send this to 9 people, or in 2 weeks, a horrible disaster will befall you.
That's the one you're thinking? I'm thinking of the ones that started like, "Hi, I'm Mary, and I'm dead. And if you don't send this, I am coming to you at night, and I'm pulling your feet."
Oh my god. No,
You
I
never
didn't get
had
those ones. No.
Those are the best ones, because I remember being on chat, like on MSN chat.
Yeah.
Messenger. With some of my friends. And I got one of those emails, I read through it, and it's like midnight, and I sent it to the person I was talking to. They come back with like caps lock. Why did you do that to me? I'm gonna have to find 9 people.
Hey Simmers, thank you so much for watching. Who do you think had the best build? Drop a pink heart for Amanda or a blue heart for CJ in the comments below. Hope to see you next week. We'll be posting a new video every Thursday.